Trials catch my eye, stories that let my spirit fly. Chatting about the highs and lows, with my faith it truly shows. Grandpa Kobe by my side, moms are here to be our guide. Sharing love in every way, together we'll brighten the day. Interesting trials we face, with hearts full of grace. Time's a place to heal, come together, feel the real. With every story that we share, lift each other with a prayer. In this community find strength and peace deep in our mind. Together we stand, reaching out a hand, letting love lead, it's all that we need. Interesting trials we face, with hearts full of grace. Chat's a place to heal.
Hey guys, hello, hi everybody. Hey, guess what? I had a couple of meetings today, and one of those meetings was with an attorney who is a friend who says that they will help me out. So one of the things that they told me to do in order to protect my stuff is to put things like this up. So I'm going to put this up. All rights reserved by infamous Sylvia. Do not use without permission. Copyright protected. And to put this down here. All rights reserved by infamous Sylvia Media Services, LLC. No parts of this live may be reproduced or utilized for any form or by electronic, mechanical, or any means now known or hereafter invented, including photocopying. So you have to put the warning out. So that means that I can now, if I see any of my stuff being used on any platform, my attorney is going to, and guess what, y'all? I ain't got to pay him. All right, hold on, Sonya. Hey! Because I know they're going to be trying to use this content, so I had to go and find
What's your disclaimer?
Yeah, I had to go find ways to protect myself because why's your thing? You got the thing too loud in the background, man. You
Oh,
always
let me
make
turn that off. Cause I got this. I was watching South Africa videos.
You always making noise.
It's never quiet at a color girl house. Sorry. I turned it off. Go ahead. Can you not hear me now?
So mods, subscribers, if you see any of this live here being used, please let me know. Please let me know. And I'm not paying the attorney either. It's great to have friends in high places. It's like, oh, I'll do that for you. I was like, thank you. I told them how much, I told them my problem I have, I may have the content and people will take it out and utilize it and they get the numbers and it's my work. So he says, you got to protect yourself. So in order for you need to put these disclaimers out. And if they utilize it with these disclaimers out, if you did not give them permission, even with fair use, as long as you put these things out, they use any part of your content, an attorney can go after them for me. And he said he'll do it.
Can he do it for me too? Jail calls. No.
I don't know about that.
But on my side.
Listen.
Look on my side. Not his side. I'm not in jail.
Listen, y'all. I want to shout out to my folks. Let me tell you, these people spoiled me in my chat. Man, let me just tell you. Because, I told you I was going to keep my hair, not touch my hair or anything like that, right? So I've been putting these bands on. I only had a couple of them, right? I went in the mail today. Guess what? Somebody sent me all of these.
Nice.
They sent me a whole bunch, y'all. Man, I'm telling you, I am loved.
You
And
good.
and because I'm traveling, right? I'm going to New York to do the Diddy. They send me a purple charger with all the different things here, right? It's a big charger right here, right? And then they send me an umbrella, a little umbrella. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, a little umbrella. Everything is compact. And one more thing they send me, y'all. Let me tell you, because I told them I have to get up. I have to get up really early to make sure I get a seat and stuff like that. Let me show you what they send me. Hold on. Look, Sonya, look.
What is that?
A seat, a stool. Wait.
It look like it's gonna hurt your butt.
No, they got cushion. It has cushion.
Oh, okay.
Got
It still look like a short period of time cushion. It doesn't look like it's gonna protect you after an hour.
Yeah, I had one of these before, but they gave me a purple one. Look.
No.
See, I sit on there. The cushion goes on here like this, and bam! Look, y'all.
No, I got something I gotta show you. I got at TJ Maxx. And it's made like an umbrella, but it's a chair. So you know how you're in long lines at the DMV or at a concert or whatever, and you want to sit down, or the airport. I use it for the airport because Atlanta. And you can walk it like a chain, but then you pull it out and it's a little stool, so you can sit on it.
Wow. And then one of my other person my other stuff is coming tomorrow. They got me a neck pillow, right? That I could put extra clothes inside the neck pillow.
Yeah, that's what they were doing, putting clothes in the pillow since they only let you carry them.
Yeah, so they got me together, y'all. They ready for me to get this trip. They're ready for me because I'll be in New York this time next week. So thank you. And also I got some t-shirts. I got some t-shirts, some purple t-shirts with scriptures on it. I got a lot of
my
stuff.
gosh. No,
That's why Dallas is gonna have a fit. She'd be like, Mom, why these people keep sending you stuff? I said, because they love me. Kobe wanna talk, y'all. Y'all hear him? Okay. You hear him? Can you hear him, Sonya?
Girl, no, I got a text from this girl talking about we looking for the car keys.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? Really?
But thank you guys. Thank you. They don't want to give their names out, so thank you. Thank you so much. So tomorrow I'll show you my other gift that's supposed to come in the mail. That's the next thing for me to put extra clothes in it because I'm only going for a short time and and y'all already know they bought my plane ticket already, right? So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's the color. All right, so you ready, Sonya? You ready?
In a second, hold on. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. What happened?
There she go with the noise, y'all. It's never a dull moment.
You hear? Oh, that's because the baby's right beside me and she's on the phone. Okay. So it's just whatever, those little things she's on. But I can't. She just walked over here, so I can't shoot her to the other side of the room.
Yeah, do y'all like my lipstick color?
That's a nice color. Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Dallas bought me this.
Pink lips are everything.
Yeah.
I think mine are pink in the picture. Are they pink or are they red?
They look red. It looks red.
Yeah.
It looks red. But so now y'all, when y'all see me with all these different color things, shout out to the person that loves me so much and they send me all of these. Man, I tell you, I'm telling you, those folks love me.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, Mom.
They love me. They love me. Whatever I need, they got it for me.
If I could turn this down.
So haters, keep punching the air. Keep punching the air. Keep punching. The more y'all talk about me, the more they bless me. Keep punching the air. Let me stop.
Positivity. We need positivity and love.
Exactly. Well, Sonia, we you know why we're here tonight.
We're here every night at Friday.
I know we are here every night, but tonight is a night that we're gonna get real, right? You gonna get real?
Yes, let's get real. It's been a minute.
Get real.
But disclaimer, everything that I say is a lie. Please remember that everything I say is a lie, because that's all I do is lie. I mean, that's what they say. Disclaimer. She be lying.
Yeah, Sonia is crazy, y'all.
But show be tell.
Sonia, I want to tell you, could you please let these folks know why you come on here? Did you not want to help me out? Because
Exactly.
they be
It's
saying
all
like,
to help
oh,
you and your channel.
it's like Sylvia's not your friend. She come in here to do this to you, do that. They don't even have a clue. You and I have a conversation on how things are going to go anyway.
Well, the thing of it is, people can't make true assessments when you only know part of a story. And they try to make an assessment on things that they don't know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do a lot about a lot of things. And this is one of many. They're not around me or you every day to know what the actual situation is. They're only on this, you know, room when, they see and hear. And of course, they'll say it's not genuine, maybe because how it started. And, some things start off one way and end up another. And I'm not blind to anything, and neither is Sylvia.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a clear understanding. I help her sometimes when people care to see, the mess that I'm talking about or lying about. And if I need something to be spoken on, I don't, I said I would rather just say it on your channel than go to mine.
Exactly.
Because, I'm not in it like that, so I just would rather do it there. So it's cool. It's just, we are grown people that are aware of what the situation is.
Exactly. Exactly. So shout out to Sonia and I for being old people who do what we want to do.
Sister wives.
We do what we want to do, and we do it the best way we know how to do it. Okay.
Right. I'm saying positivity and
positivity.
No hate. No hate.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Well, I think. Are you ready? Should I start with the text message you sent me earlier? Should I start with that, or should I just not?
Let's start with that. That's fine because that goes back to Monday, even though it was like Wednesday. I think I sent it. We talked on Wednesday about it.
All right, this was and I'm not putting it up because I didn't get a chance to forward it to my email, so I am going just to read it from my my text messages. All right. This was from Sonia today, and this is communication between her and Ernesto. Okay. She says this was on the 23rd, right?
That was Wednesday. Yeah.
That was Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
It says, hey, this is Sonia speaking. Hey.
Well, no, you missed that part.
I don't
He's got a question mark because he wants to know what's going on. So he sent me a question mark.
Okay, he got a question mark, y'all. Can y'all see the question mark? Oh, can y'all see the question mark?
There's a question mark. Right.
Oh, I didn't want to start from there because it didn't say anything, so that's why I didn't.
But that's what he's saying to me. What's up?
Okay.
I'm what's going on? That's the question mark.
All right. The question mark here is a question mark, y'all. And then she says at 8:18, she says, hey, how are you? Your team is coming this week. The state filed a motion on Monday to block the suppress, stating the Ford truck was purchased fraudulent without the ex-wife's knowledge. that she will testify to that. Still set for court on the 30th. And then he comes back and says, none of that makes sense at all. I'm an innocent man. The truth will set me free. God will prevail. And then you said, that is the point. I went back through all your emails the past 2 days, and you are good. I also saw emails from April Holloway, fee agreement. Coming to the light. Love you. Stay focused. Emails and texts are saved. Oh no, email and texts have saved a lot of people. And what did you mean by that?
Because sometimes people have text messages and emails that can use as actual proof of the situation. Like a lot of these rappers and stuff, they getting accused of things, and then they show the proof through the text message that it was really her, and that, you know what I'm saying. It just when you have emails of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
it's your proof because emails have dates. You can't fake an email.
But
Can't
what
fake a
about somebody
text.
saying you could fake it? They have email text services where you can make up little different emails. And
They could do a forensic background on it too, and check the authenticity of it as well.
okay. So, in saying all of this, we know recently you were subpoenaed for some records and stuff like that, right?
Was so when I got subpoenaed, it was such a wide scale, like it wasn't specifically saying what it was they were looking for. So then I sent the email to him asking him, what specifically are you looking for, so that I make sure I send you what you want. And then that's when we had a meeting, and he told me specifically what he wanted. And that's what I gave him. I gave him everything that he specifically asked for.
Okay. So, do you, okay, with these text messages and email, um,
What's wrong with your dog?
oh, hold on a second. Hey, what's going on? I'm sorry, I haven't seen my Getty Gang folks in a while. Hey, okay, sorry, my bad. I got a little distracted. I got a little distracted.
Mm-hmm.
um, that's my babies. Getty Gang. They're the first one that started loving on me because they don't want to help me get my little
Stay
equipment.
focused. We're only going to be on here 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. Sorry. My
Because the
bad.
longer you run them, the less you're gonna obtain. You
Okay.
stay
Sorry.
focused, Missy Ann.
See, rock on YT. You see how you messed me up? Okay. Let's get back. Yeah, let's reel it back in. I was asking about the
Subpoena.
email. The email.
So the subpoena, what they asked for, I sent because I didn't know what they wanted, but because of those bloggers lying about the power of attorney and saying it was forged and all this type of craziness and stuff, I guess they were listening as if it was some truth to that, which they never seen the documents, and they don't, what I'm saying, have any type of insight to say anything other than me and her was on the phone talking about preparing a power of attorney to get his information that proves his was he in California or was he in Atlanta during a certain time. That's why we wanted to get the bank statement to show where he was at.
So
But they
basically,
went and made a big lying mess about it and tried to say, it was something with that. And that was the basis of what they were really heading wanted, was the power of attorney and the bank statements. And so that's what I gave them. But then all of this other stuff wasn't a situation. So I really wasn't focused on anything related to the truck, because the truck at the time wasn't the focus on this end. Now it was a focus of the Fourth Amendment being violated, but it wasn't about the purchase and how all that transpired. So that was never. He's got over 4,000 emails. So I was only looking for specific things that they were bringing up in the case. So whenever they bring something up in the case, I go search. and be like, all right, this shows this, this
So
shows that.
basically, you was like his leg and stuff while he's in there to help, bring information to the attorneys.
Right, because you have to have somebody on the outside helping you when they give you no bond, or they give you a ridiculous bond because they want you in jail so that you eventually beg for a plea. My opinion. But anyway, yeah. So
Because a lot of people, it's like some of those people and those different platform is basically saying that they're gonna come after you because you have access to certain things. But if he's giving you permission to get stuff from his email, he gave you that stuff. There's
I
not.
can't get in trouble unless he has a problem with it.
Okay.
He has to say it's a problem. He knows exactly when I got into his, information. He knows exactly when because I told him this. I'm about to go in and get your and change and go in your this and go in there. He knows.
He's
So
the- he gave he's the
only he, yes, only you can have a problem if I get into your situation, not anybody else. So no, it's not what I'm doing. Anything I do is legal. Let's say it like that to just, it's not illegal for me to have access to his email unless he tells me I don't want you in my email,
okay. Gotcha.
or I don't want you on my social media, or I don't. And I only go in for the purpose of proof and evidence for his case. That's it.
Providing
I'm
it to
not
you.
in there to be in his business or to, see how he was talking to people and all of that extra stuff. I'm only in there to find out if this, what's the support of what, if it's going to support what they're claiming, or is it going to support what he's saying, which is I'm innocent, I didn't do it, or that's not how that went.
Okay. Okay. All right. And I'm not going to ask any details of anything that was provided or anything like that. But it was just some people was making comments, and I just wanted you to clarify some of the stuff that was being said because
Well, he said I was in his bank accounts to steal his money. Like they're crazy. But that's people. Most of the people that's all in this is messy. You already know it's messy because at this point, why are people still following this situation? I don't understand the interest of it after a year or two. It's not that serious at all, you know. And to say, oh well, because we support her, she hasn't been on the phone in 2 years with this person. They are officially done. So to say even that, you sound retarded because she's not even a part of anything except for when they try to bring her in on something. Which this again just came up this week saying in that motion that, you know, this is what happened and she will testify to that. Well, that wouldn't be a good idea because the emails
but
prove that it
don't
wasn't.
don't give out any information.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to say wholly the
Okay. Don't give out
emails
information.
1,000, 1,000,000% prove she knew he had permission. It wasn't fraudulent.
Oh,
The emails
hey.
prove that. There's no disputing any of it. It's not even a guess or this or that. It is 1,000%. She knew. She helped. She was a part of it.
But everybody's on a live. Even the prosecutor is basically saying that she didn't know. So do you think she might have forgot?
She could say she forgot. I mean, me and you be forgetting stuff. So,
Oh,
I mean,
tell me about it. Hello.
the age can
Hello.
loss of memory, so we be forgetting. I forget when I call people why I call. I be like, oh, let me call you back. I forgot why I called. So again, during that period for 2 months, that's all they were doing. Were shopping and buying cars. So it could be that might be an oversight. I forgot, you know, because it was 2 months of that, going on. But she definitely knew and she definitely assisted.
Oh,
She definitely assisted.
okay.
So, you know, that's that. He did not go behind her back without her knowledge and buy that truck.
Okay. Renee, I said the same thing. I felt that because for me, from my me, myself, me as a person, there's no way my husband could buy such a big item and put it in my name and me not have a clue. I don't. I'm just talking for me personally.
It wasn't a scenario where she found out she was involved. It wasn't a oops, she happened to find out. It was she was involved. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Why didn't the state go check that out before they put that motion in there?
I don't know. They never called me and asked me to go look either. I mean, they have access to subpoena anything they want from any, because they have the tools to get any and everything. But they never recontacted me and said, "Hey, is there anything on this during this date and period in time where you see?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that would have been, I guess, and covering all bases to say, can you go back in January of 2020 to February, the end of February 2020, and was any of this going on? Well, what are the emails looking like? Is there any, and it would have showed, yeah, she if she want to testify to that, that would be perjury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that. And again, the emails, which I had to take a better look at everything. Because, but like I said, last year I was just looking for, okay, anything with the girl or anything with what else they charging her with, anything with this, anything that they had, anything from Erica. You know what I'm saying? I only saw two emails from Erica. But then when I went back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week, I saw emails from April Holloway, which is the lawyer's name.
Mm-hmm.
And that made no sense because, like, they're trying to say he was the one that told her to do it and he was in cahoots with her and it was all of his idea. Why would she send him a fee agreement saying, I need $2,500 down in order to represent you on this case, April Holloway?
Mm. Mm.
You get me?
Mm.
That's all Erica. And he's thinking, because how he got the email, it looks like they're under the impression that this is a real lawyer reaching out to me, telling me I need to give you $2,500 to represent me on the case.
Well, ma'am, I don't want you to say too much.
I know.
I don't want you to say too much. Let that happen in court on the 30th. Let everything
Yeah,
that.
that was the one thing that I couldn't figure out. I could figure out the other stuff, but I was like, the one thing I couldn't figure out was the whole, court thing. I was like, he can't talk. But yeah, that when I went back and saw that, I'm like, you sent them a fee agreement, huh? Well, okay, under the lawyer's name. What was
Mm,
that?
yeah.
And that wouldn't, in the scenario that we trying to pull a stunt, what would that do to save anybody? Because you're implementing yourself, because it's an IP address attached to who sent that email, and it looks legit. It's got the company and all, like it looked like a real situation that they sent to him, a real situation.
Hmm.
And we got to continue and she forwarded, like, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a real situation. It's only one email from Erica, and that's her sending him a lease some years ago. Look at this lease for that property you were interested in. And that was it. So for her to say, I've been working for him for 5 years, why is there only one email under Erica if you've been working with him for 5 years? And it's only her saying a lease of a property he was interested in, not the property that they said next door to the wife, where that property they tried to say that he lived in, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, ma'am.
Mhm.
It is almost our time. It's 29
Where you
minutes.
at?
She is she about let me mute her because she's on the phone with the lady. She's on the phone with the lady. Okay, we are at our 30-minute time frame. So I'm about to end this live. She
Why
on
you
me
mute me? I was done.
because you was talking on the phone. I didn't want them to be all in
I
your.
wasn't gonna say nothing other than
Oh.
come on, it's all good.
Well, we're at the 30 minutes mark, so you said
Okay, cool.
don't stay on there more than 30 minutes, and I'm trying to listen now. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that covered it. They said what they had to say, and that's what it is. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait on the 30th and see what happens. And with
Yeah. I
our
mean, it'll all come out in court anyway. So, I mean, that's just where we at with it.
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more. But that's just the gist of it. That the whole thing with Erica looked like she scammed them, and
Don't say no more. We are
that's
done.
it. That's it. I mean, these are all my opinions and my point of views.
And remember, you
I'm not,
lie. You lie
I
about
lie. I lie a lot. So remember that I do lie a lot, and
you lie
and
about.
people do technology tricks apparently. But again, all of that can be proven to be factual.
And there's some things that has some factual information that can verify the usage, because someone mentioned about the email, but
Yeah, when you open them and move them, everything's time stamped, and there's a footprint to everything. There's a footprint to everything. So especially digital.
according to the state, there was a fake email used or something like that.
No. So they're saying that it was a fake address used in the purchase, meaning the address.
They said the email.
That email wasn't her real email. It was not. It was another email used at the purchase.
Don't say nothing. I gotta go before you run
Mm.
your mouth too much and
I'm
something.
not saying nothing about it. That's what they were saying. That's what the state was saying. That was and then the phone numbers weren't right to the references and to the actual boss of the company
And also,
at the time.
he
The
used,
phone numbers were wrong.
and
The
it's,
phone numbers were wrong.
and also the friend's name was not correct either.
Under the references, right? So, I mean, it wasn't without permission. It wasn't without knowledge, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. We didn't plan on staying long. We just wanted to address a small amount of little thing, just about those emails, just that. And I'm about to get off. And please do not use my content. And I know they're going to probably go in Patreon or a membership and do it on that, but just don't let my people see it. Because if my people see it, I'm going to contact my free attorney. My attorney that likes me, wants to do stuff for me. Y'all know I got people that will do stuff for me now. So I advise you to, guys, if you want to use my stuff, get permission. If not, if I see it, if my people see it, because my people be trolling in the bushes, and if they see you using my content without permission from me, we're coming. Zap, 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 zap. Zap, 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 zap. You guys have a great night. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Love y'all. Love you to life. And don't forget, next week, I will be in New York covering the P. Diddy case. Yes. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about the most recent happening of the case. The most recent happening, and I'm going to give you some stuff, and I'm going to tell you how it's going to go. I'm going to do a whole New York trip for y'all. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to show you some side. I'm going to take you. I'm going to be your eyes and your ears of New York. Okay. All right, Sonya. See you later. All right, y'all. Good night. Love y'all. Bye, everybody. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Amen. Whoop, whoop. See y'all later. Oh, writers, I need y'all tonight. Bye.
Thank you for watching. appreciate you in our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joy's what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click